know what it do, it's your boy J. Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, now in today's video by the title, most people are probably looking at me like,
what's the matter with you, boy?
What the heck are you talking about? How can you get waves without a brush?
well, that's the reason why I want to introduce you guys to a totally new product, but the concept is not new. The concept is actually old, and that product that I'm talking about is the Truthcomb. Now, as you guys can take a look at this bad boy right here, what you will notice is it looks like a razor. It has this handle right here, and basically it comes in a yellow and black design. Now, the product maker that made this, they basically live in Nairobi, Kenya, the motherland. You know what I'm saying? So whenever it comes to products, there's people all over the world that's trying to come up with things that can implement, enhance, and better revolutionize basically the hair care industry. Let me go through and give you guys some of the background and some things that you need to understand, and then I'll do a demonstration about how I would use it as well. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Alright, so off top, you guys can see that this bad boy is black and yellow. But it's black and yellow for a reason, because the black and yellow part of the comb represents the bee, which is one of the symbols of the royal house of ancient Egypt. Now, one of the things that the product maker let me know is that combs have been in circulation in human history for about 6,000 years. So with that being said, combs have always been in rotation for different reasons and different purposes. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably even gonna link a article down below if you can read more up on this stuff if you want to know about that. All right, now with that being said, I'm gonna get into the actual details of the comb. Now, you can't tell, but basically once you look at this thing is a detachable blade to where if you push it in from the back right here, it comes off like that. And the reason why is because there's different levels in regards to the Truthcomb that they offer. Now, the product maker, when they sent me this comb can be used when your hair is anywhere between a 2 and a 2.5 length when it comes to getting your hair cut. So me, purposely to do this video, what I did was I cut my hair 5 against the grain to give me that length of about 2.5. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I should not run into any issues while using this bad boy of it snagging my hair. Now, that right there is very important because that just goes to show you the level of design and research that they went into designing this thing to actually know what length is the ideal length to use this bad boy, and they came up with the different comb patterns and everything to basically detangle your hair. Now, when you look at the front of the comb, one thing I want to point out to you guys right here, the material that it's made out of has an anti-static property to it, you know. So now another thing I want to point out is it's not like a comb or it's not like a brush in the sense that with combs, when you use combs, you typically use a comb and you put it in your hair like that at a certain angle or whatever the case is. But with normal combs, it's only one layer of the comb basically detangling your hair or going throughout your hair. When you look at the Truthcomb, you will see that there are several rows and several levels of different combs, and I believe it has a total of 240 teeth when it comes to these things. You know what I'm saying? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of combs to basically comb through your hair. Now, the reason why I said it's not like a normal comb is not only because it has more than one row of a comb to basically comb your hair, but the comb teeth are horizontal whenever you use it to go through your hair. So whenever it comes to pull, I'll probably make a video in the future, and if I do, I'll make sure I link that bad boy right up here of what the heck is pull when it comes into the wave game, because a lot of times in the past, whenever I describe brushes, I always said brushes had a certain type of pull effect to them. But to be honest, it was only because there was no other product besides a comb that would actually give your hair the real pull that it needs. Now, when it comes to pull, because the teeth of the comb are horizontal, this will give you the most pull that you need when it comes to your hair. Now, if you're combing in the direction of your pattern, it's parallel to that and is giving you the most pull possible, not with just one teeth on a comb. It's giving you 7 rows of teeth to basically pull your hair in the direction. Some people probably would say,
well, that looks like a brush.
It's not a brush. A brush is vertical. These bad boys are horizontal. You know what I'm saying? Now, another reason why I truly believe this has the most pull is because whenever it's going through your hair, it's going through your hair at levels. You know what I'm saying? Basically different layers to reach down into your scalp. Now, if you have the right size comb basically to go through your head, what you will notice is pulling through, is reaching down to the surface level of your scalp, is stimulating your scalp, and at the same time it is detangling your hair because it is a comb. with this bad boy, because the material, I believe it is a recyclable material. I don't know if it's silicone or whatever the case is, but it is a recyclable material. And the reason why they chose to go that route is because in Africa, in certain countries, they are more pro-environment friendly. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of buildings, and there are a lot of new initiatives coming out of the engineering that's coming out of Africa that are more green friendly. You know what I'm saying? So all of the material on this can be recycled. You could throw this, like, if you needed to, you could throw this into the recycle part where it says plastics. You know what I'm saying? So now another thing about this product, when I first got it, I was not too thoroughly impressed, but it's like anytime you get something new, if you don't know how to use it or whatever, you kind of feel some type of way about it. But with every single review that I do, I go through, test it, whether if I like it or not, just to be able to figure out the good and the bad. Now, the good thing I like about it, besides the fact that it detangles your hair, it goes through with different layers, it massages your hair. On the back of this comb, one thing that you guys probably would notice, let me get that into focus, is that the back portion of it is a smooth black edge. And the reason why that's important is because it smooths down the cuticle along your hair strands. And that's very essential when it comes to avoiding basically creating split ends on your hair. One thing that you guys may be able to notice on combs like this is closer towards the root of the comb, there's these ridges on the end. Whenever the comb was created, they have different little snags that can sometimes snag your hair. Now, I made a video on different types of combs that I'll make sure I link right above here that goes through plastic combs, wooden combs, and carbon combs. My favorite type of comb to use is a carbon comb. Now, this isn't a carbon comb, but it basically has the same properties as a carbon comb because it's anti-static, and at the same time it helps smooth down your hair without tangling it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure some people say,
man, that's enough information, blah blah blah, that's all talk. Let me see how you use it.
Now, because I've been using it for a while, another thing, this is like a J. Lou gem that you can keep in mind. Whenever you're using this comb, because of the fact that it has this surface, this platform, or whatever the case is, what I tend to do sometimes is, because combs are supposed to distribute the natural oils and the sebum on your scalp, stimulate your scalp by massaging your pores and everything like that, which releases the natural oils and then distributes it. I said, man, forget that. What I'm going to do already off top is I'm going to take a little bit of oil and put it on the product itself, because you can rinse it off after you finish using it and everything like that. And that's basically what I'm going to do. So the product that I'm going to be using is my Texas tea oil. As you guys can see, I haven't dropped a video on this bad boy yet, because at the end of the day, I really don't care about hyping up my product, but everybody that's received it has told me that it's the best smelling product and it's probably the best oil that they ever use. You know what I'm saying? So a full video will be coming soon, but like I told you guys, I want to focus on getting these other product reviews out for these other companies. So this is how I would apply the oil to the Truthcomb. You know what I'm saying? So basically just open it up like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a dropper size like that and basically just go and distribute it throughout the surface level of the Truthcomb. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to start more so in the front and the middle, because those are the rows that's gonna get more interaction. The first row on the bottom level, depending on how you use it, will get some kind of action. But at the end of the day, this is how I've been using it to distribute the oil through my hair. You know what I'm saying? So basically put it on like that. I go ahead and get my mirror. And I want y'all just to take a look. Let me just get my camera to focus right quick. All right, let's see now. All right, so whenever it comes to using this bad boy, what I do is I just simply just start combing my hair like that. And you want to try to start more so at the back portion of your waves, like closer towards your crown, because you want to get as much product into your crown area, so when you comb it out, it goes where it needs to. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, I use it just like a razor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it glides through my hair. It does not pull or snag my hair if I'm using it at the right level. I have noticed whenever I'm woofing and my hair is a lot longer, it definitely will snag my hair. But like I said, the product maker definitely took their time to figure out in regards to what length of hair you need to use for each and every single comb that they offer. Now, on every side, what I notice is the product gets absorbed. So what I do is I put a little bit more onto the Truthcomb, and then I just go ahead with it like that and just try to comb it out. I'm gonna start off on this side right here. And as you guys can see, my pattern has definitely been coming in. I've been just trying to tweak my angles and get them the way that I need to get them. Now, if you have a swirl, one thing I noticed is it's very difficult to use this bad boy, only because it has a wide rectangular shape, you know what I'm saying? So when I get closer to my crown, I'm really not trying to use this close to my crown, but what I try to do is stay in my outside of my crown area, you know what I'm saying? Alright, now as you guys noticed, what I did was I basically put two applications of my Texas Tea on my left side and then on my right side, and then I combed it all throughout my pattern just to help distribute it through my head. Now at this part, you could use a do-rag just to basically help compress your hair, and that's what I'm going to do. Basically the rag up, and then I'm going to take my do-rag off and show you guys what the results are looking like, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all give me some time and I'm going to come right back. So as you guys can see, my hair is laid down. My waves are definitely in there. I probably need to do a back taper with all that stuff in the back, you know what I'm saying? But that's my left side. And then just going to the top, let me just show y'all. So that's the top right there. As you can see, the definition. One of the things that I noticed since by using the Truthcomb, you guys will probably notice it as well. This little fork that I had right above here is definitely been pulled away, you know, so it's just little small proofs in the pudding, you know, in regards to my pattern and everything like that. Like I always say, man, look at my right side, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Right side hidden, and then going to the back. The definition is always a struggle in the back because I sleep on my back, you know, so. But as you guys can see, with the overall look of my pattern, especially with the flow of my waves into my crown, everything is really finally coming into a full circle, you know, so I'm not really complaining off of how my waves look. And honestly, I probably could do a 30-day challenge to show you guys how my waves would look by only using the Truthcomb, you know what I'm saying? But I got a whole bunch of other stuff in store for you guys, So with that being said, before I end this video, one thing I want to say is I will have more details down in the description below, and if necessary I may put them in the comments. But this business is a very small business, I believe, so when it comes to orders, I'm not too entirely sure on their customer service. But one thing I can say is they have a warehouse, I believe, in Ohio as well as in Kenya, you know, so it basically serves two markets. There's a lot of waivers in Africa that would hit me up and say,
man, J. Lou, we don't have products and stuff like that out here for the same way you guys have it in the States.
And I understand that. Now, even with my oil, I believe in certain countries in Africa, I basically have it to where you can, as long as you're willing to pay for the shipping, I'll send you the Texas tea. But at the same time, the fact that they have this product right here that can help people get waves, I think that's pretty dope, you know. So the company, I will put their Instagram down below. If you guys have any questions, you can contact them before you put an order in. But when it comes to cleaning this bad boy, one thing I want to touch on, when it comes to cleaning this bad boy, the thing I like about it is the material. What I typically do is I will take the detachable blade off of it like this. I'll slide it off right quick, and then I'll run it underneath some hot water, right? Now, the reason why I run it underneath hot water is because I'm trying to remove or soften up any products that I may have had put in here. I typically only use oils, and oils are easy to rinse out. All you have to do is rinse it out. If you wanted to take a little bit of soap, you can put some soap in there and everything. But from that, if you put soap, then you could take a small brush and just brush through the bristles. You know, I may put like a little clip while I'm talking and just brush through the bristles to help clean the bristles out. Because one thing that you guys will notice, let me slide this back on here right quick. It has the potential to get dirty. Let me put this into focus. It has the potential to get dirty, and it's kind of hard to clean only because of the fact that product can build up within the ridges of the comb. And because you can't take these, I don't believe yet, I'm not too entirely sure that you can take these teeth off, you know. So with me, what I do is I just simply just take a brush and I brush it down like that, just to basically brush anything out of the teeth of the combs. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best way I find it to clean it. At the end of the day, if you guys want to know if I recommend this, I've been telling people for years that you don't have to use a brush to get waves. You can use just a comb, a plastic bag, or something like that. But the fact that this device has been created, this basically solidifies that theory in itself, because at the end of the day, it's like a brush comb, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a brush because it's still a comb. Brushes don't have as much pull as this bad boy right here, and that's one thing that you guys will notice if you use it. When I make videos like this, it's not to say you gotta buy everything I review, but if you do want to support the company and you want to try it out for yourself, I highly recommend doing so. With that being said, if you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them down below. And if you have anything specific to this product, feel free to reach out to the product maker. But it's your boy J. Lou, and at the end of the day, salute.
When I hop up out the bed, I stay brushing my waves. Even on my way to work, I stay brushing my waves. Oh, it's time for a break, I stay brushing my waves. Even when it get late, I stay brushing my waves. I stay brushing my waves.